You know, it's interesting as we focus on the book of Psalms and we look at this, we see interesting words that are unique, like Selah, for example. That's a unique word. A lot of scholars and people in the Bible have taken the task of searching these words out, and they have done an amazing job. Selah is a word that is used to identify a musical idea or a musical notation. Now, I play the drums. I think that's interesting, and I haven't played in a long time, and I'm not that good. I play the guitar. I haven't played in a long time, and I'm not that good, but I own a guitar. I don't have my drum set anymore. I gave it away. I wish I didn't do that. But anyway, the idea of Psalm chapter 4 is really something. David talks about what God is to me. What is God to you? Who is God to you? David says that God is somebody who meets his need. Now, today, I think that when I'm taping this in the late January month of 2021, I think that a lot of people could certainly use help from God. Now, this is a Psalm of David. David wrote these Psalms. And Psalm chapter 4 says, listen carefully, "Answer me when I call, O God of my righteousness." What does righteousness mean, by the way? Righteousness means right with God. God who makes me right with you. So answer me when I call, O God who makes me right with you. He understands and he realizes that it's only God who can reach down to touch us. I find that fascinating. You know, we can't reach up and magically touch God, but God is in this posture with his hand coming down on us, you know. His hand is right there. You can reach out and touch my hand if you want. See, that's how God is. So he says, "Answer me when I call, O God of my righteousness. You have given me relief when I was in distress." He reminds his spirit that God is the one who gives him relief when he's in distress. He says, "Be gracious to me and hear my prayer." How can God be gracious to you? A lot of people have a lot of ideas, but hear his prayer is the one way God can be gracious to him. Verse 2, "O men, how long shall my honor be turned into shame?" Very interesting. How long shall my honor be turned into shame? How long will you love vain words and seek after lies? Vain words and seek after lies. That's interesting, isn't it? Seeking after lies. In fact, the word that follows there is Selah. And that word means a musical notation, which means to either stop or to clap or to somehow make a change in your singing or your reference to God, what you're reading. How long will you love vain words who seek after lies? But know that the Lord has set apart the godly for himself. The Lord hears when I call him. The Lord has set apart the godly for himself. He hears when I call him. God hears us, beloved. God hears us when we call him. That's fascinating. It says, "Be angry and do not sin." Can you sin without anger? Apparently you can. Be angry and do not sin. Ponder in your own hearts, on your beds, and be silent. And then the word Selah emerges again in Psalm 4, verse 4. Selah. Pause, listen. It says, "Offer right sacrifices and put your trust in the Lord." Right sacrifices? What are right sacrifices? Throwing $20 at someone and saying, "There's your offering"? No, that's not a right sacrifice. Right sacrifice is giving because you love God, giving because you know exactly who God is, giving because God loves you, giving because that's your response. There are many who say, "Who will show us some good? Lift up light, the light of your face upon us, O Lord." David talks frequently about the face of God. It was Moses who saw the face of God that changed his life. But he says, lift up the light of your face upon us, O God. You have put more joy in my heart. It is God who puts the state of joy in our hearts than they have when their grain and their wine abound. Even better than partying, even better than raving, even better than going crazy. God gives you better than that. And then he ends. In peace, I will both lie down and I will sleep. Sleep. Oh my goodness. In peace, I will lie down and I will sleep. Boy, David knew, didn't he? Do you need sleep today? In peace, we will lie down and sleep. For you alone, O Lord, makes me dwell in safety. It is God who keeps us safe. Psalms chapter 4, verses 1 through 8.